Ready?
Action. Sweet dreams are made of these. Something, I don't know what's in the middle. Guess what? Everyone's looking for something.
I lost my breath.
You know, I was about to start freestyling, but it's all good. Hey everyone, it is Creative Infusion, bringing you that 5-minute recap. No more, no less. I'm HD.
I'm Jazzy, and today we are talking about A Wrinkle in Time. Let's get 5 minutes on the clock. Heather, what's one thing that you liked about A Wrinkle in Time?
Ooh. Well, I'm going to start off with the main character, Storm Reed, who
Meg.
plays Meg.
Yes.
My girl.
Meg.
She's just awesome. I follow her on Instagram. I thought she really embodied the character.
Yeah.
She was really good. Now, we're going to talk about this later on. I feel like some of the characters should have been developed a little bit more, but her role, she did a great job in my eyes. She was, she depicted the emotion. She was determined. She overcame the bullying.
I had never seen Storm Reed in anything before. Have you seen her in anything before?
She's been, I can't remember what, I've seen her in something before, but I can't recall what, and she was much younger. So this is like, she's older, she's out here, she's like inspiring young girls and teens, so she's just killing it.
I liked her character a lot. You can ask Heather. In the beginning, I was cheering for Meg, young Storm, a couple of times. So I feel like that's giving me something this day, right? I'm rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Exactly. And that you mentioned in the beginning, it was beautiful to see like baby Meg. Before Storm played it, there was a little girl who was the younger version of her, and she was like so interested in doing the science experiments with her father, and I just thought that was so great and beautiful to see because, I'm older, but like kids are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, ooh, that girl was really into the science, like I want to do that. So I just really enjoyed how the film like depicts brings awareness of STEM, like science and technology, mathematical.
Girls aren't just interested in dolls.
Exactly,
right?
and beauty products.
Girls
and hair.
Can be warriors. To be a warrior.
Be a warrior. Thank you, Oprah, for those wise words. I would love to have lunch with you in your backyard one day.
Yes. If you were regular size, not
giant. And that's another thing that we kind of was iffy about in the film, like you mentioned the visuals were very beautiful visuals, but some of those graphics, that giant Oprah was a little bit
I just didn't understand why, and I love Oprah. Like, there's no such thing as too much Oprah. Apparently, unless there is a 50-foot giant Oprah floating through that thing like a Thanksgiving Day parade.
That's exactly what it looks like.
And
she kept floating around. We were like, we cannot watch the whole film with this.
I just wanted to know. I was like, listen, if she's gonna be this size the whole movie, you need to tell me now so that I can get myself
prepare.
Together. Because her costumes were gorgeous. Her and all the misses, like they were gorgeous to look at. But it was she was so big.
It was very nice. Yeah. Oh, interesting. So, okay, what else? I really enjoyed. Yeah, you mentioned the costumes, the set, even the set and the locations, just beautiful. Like, the greenery. It was just like I wanted to take a vacation.
Question: Alice in Wonderland. Did you get vibes? Because to me, it was pretty, but sometimes it reminded me a lot of Alice in Wonderland, and it reminded me a lot of Maleficent, just in terms of like really vibrant, really bright.
And even the theme of the whole film, it had that like mysterious vibe to it. I feel like when they were doing the balance, and the guy was like this, and Meg was like, oh. Yeah. But very mysterious. I was like, are they gonna fall down?
Mysterious, but for me, tell me if you agree. But I felt like from the trailers that I saw, I sort of expected a film that was darker, I guess, a little bit more adult, and it was much more of a family film than I expected it to be.
I thought it would have been a little darker too. The trailer was kind of intense and a little more up on the action side and not as, it was cute. I thought, just watching the film was cute and, very encouraging and empowering, which is really good.
And I've seen so much stuff comparing this to Black Panther, and to me, like, they're so different as movies. Like, they're completely different. One of the, if anything that we're going to be comparing is the fact that they're both led by a Black man and Black woman for directors.
African American directors.
But they're still very different. Like, it's apples and oranges. So if you went into it expecting sort of that more, like, faster speed action film, like, I can understand why that would have thrown you off a little bit. But
yeah. I just feel like you just can't compare the two. And people like to play the comparison game. And you know what? That's the theme that was in the movie too, which I really enjoyed. There was like this bully and the crew of mean girls who were later on in the film. One of the mean girls was actually Meg's neighbor, and she would just be lurking out of the window. And towards the end, we found out that she hated herself. She was very not depressed, but she thought she was fat, so she was very insecure, and she was as thin as my finger, you know, like And so that's an important topic that needs to be, you know, discussed within our teenagers' lives, and so that was very good. Like, Ava had a lot of great themes within this film.
I think it's important. It needs to be discussed. But what also needs to be discussed is that they spent more time with her hanging out the window than they did explaining why Calvin had to come.
Where did Calvin come from? He just popped up in the backyard.
Calvin appeared with not too much explained, but sure, fine, okay.
And
but
what did you want, Calvin?
What did Calvin do? For me, like, Calvin did nothing to make that story move along.
But eat the desserts of all sorts.
Cakes of every sort.
Calvin loved to eat. That boy was hungry, okay? His daddy wasn't feeding him.
And I appreciate a good cake.
He was like, I'll come. Maybe there's
Team Calvin. I'm Team Justice for Calvin. Calvin is owed a kiss from somebody.
Yes, man.
Calvin done saved the world.
Of the film, we were like, oh, he about to kiss her. He about to kiss her.
And still in the friend zone.
Man,
there's a word right there. You can
but
save
Calvin
the
needs to
whole
take
world.
initiative, though. He needed to take initiative.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
I'm
hear
thinking
that,
it's his.
HD like someone who takes initiative.
You know.
Hashtag single.
But yeah, so yeah, that was very interesting. Like, oh, Calvin, man. But you know, he was really good, and he looked like a young Leonardo DiCaprio in the beginning. I was looking like, hold up.
So Heather reminded me in the movie. She was like, "Oh, he looks like young Leo," and I have a Jack Dawson problem. So then I had some problems focusing and then I felt a little awkward because he's a child, but he's a handsome little guy. He did a good job.
He did. So, what else should we discuss? I mean, you know, I just feel like overall the film was great. It was beautiful, as we said. It just needed a little more background. The dad was, you know, we get the story. The dad disappeared. He had this wonderful discovery that no one believed in, and that's a message for the adults. You can go and do your presentation. Everybody was laughing at him and his wife, and he made it happen anyway. He did not let anything hold him back. However, he made it, and you know, it came into life, but then he kind of disappeared from it. Yeah. So that's another lesson. First, you don't succeed, try again. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. It happened. Storm was not afraid to go. You know, her dad made it out into the universe. Storm was like, I'm going to go rescue him. I'm determined. And he had a great discovery.
He did. I had a little bit of a problem with how fast the movie went. I feel like we spent all this time in the beginning understanding, like, why Meg misses her dad and the family dynamic, which was great. We needed it. But I think once we start traveling around, everything happened so fast. And there was no weight to a lot of the things that are happening.
Kind of got lost.
Like, there's a scene with, like, fog, and the fog is chasing him, and it's this big, dramatic set piece. But for me, it's fog. So why are we scared of the fog?
Yeah.
And it for that scene, it reminded me a lot of the Hunger Games, catching fire. The part in the forest where the smoke was coming and everything was stuck there. But I feel like sometimes you have to explain to your audience
a little more background information. I feel like younger Meg, that whole beginning scene, that was and then they're like, oh, we're adopting a new baby. They didn't even really mention that it was being an adoption.
Yeah.
But that could have been cut in half, honestly. Because then it jumped to, I don't know, it just could have been cut in half or just written differently.
Yeah. There were some things going on with the Charles Wallace character. Like, I didn't understand at the end why or how he turned evil. Like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, because the guy grabbed his hand, and next thing you know, and I don't know why Meg was just standing there and they didn't, like, grab him back, because she could have very well snatched him up before the guy
was about to get her black card revoked.
A little bit. Yeah, she was pushing it to the
snatch
edge.
Up. Sometimes you gotta snatch him up.
That's your baby bro. First of all, you let him run up into the Tesseract or whatever the bro was, and you still standing there looking like, well, Charles Wallace. Go get your baby brother, sis. Go get your baby.
Because you're going to get in trouble. Come home without your brother.
But
you're going to get in trouble.
Right, okay. But, you know, she's a little teen. Yeah, so.
But I felt like, what's that? Do you know the actor who plays Charles? Whoever he is. He's cute, and I think he did a really good job. He did. He was adorable.
He was so cute.
Yeah.
Woo. Yes, yeah, it was just awesome, though. And I would say, you know, I think people should still go out and support for sure. Go support A Wrinkle in Time. It just had a lot of great themes, underlining themes to it that I think everyone can benefit from.
So see it or don't see it?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And if you've seen it, tell us what you think. What were your ideas? What were your thoughts and everything? We're trying to keep our videos under 5 minutes. So we have some time.
Yeah. So we're going to have to go. Anything to wrap it up? Final closing thoughts?
Wakanda forever. I had to. Even though it has nothing to do with the Wrinkle in Time, but I would say, Ava DuVernay, I love you. You are amazing. You're, like, very inspiring. And let's have lunch.
Yeah. It was.
And Oprah, too. You too, Oprah?
Listen, Auntie O. Hey, Auntie.
This is Black excellence. It goes hand in hand.
It is Black History Year, okay? We have to expand it past February.
Hello.
But A Wrinkle in Time, it's fun. It's worth your time. Check it out. And check us out.
Creative Infusion. If you don't know, now you know.
I'm Jazzy.
I'm HD.
We'll see you around.
Bye.
Okay, so we're not blind. We know we said 5 minutes. We might have went just a little bit over.
You know, like halfway over, but it's all good.
It's not a big deal.
We just had,
Think of it as you signed up for something 5 minutes, but then it was buy one get one free. So you like doubled everything.
Oh, you better come through with the analogy.
And we're back.
We're back.
It's like a Marvel movie. There's all these bonuses after it's over
that you don't want to miss.
We have a gift for you.
Yes, we do. You know, so we love this movie so much. We stayed after, talking about this film, discussing it.
Yeah.
And
might be afraid of the dark. Didn't know. So I don't know if you've ever stayed too long in the movie theater, but the lights go out. So
yeah, they do. And it was like midnight.
Here's what happens.
Check it out.
Bye, guys.
Other things too. Oh, well, we did mention, I do appreciate, I feel like this film will spark a great conversation between kids and their parents about bullying and how to overcome it, how to embrace your faults, because no one is perfect. Yeah. So that was a great lesson learned within. That scared the okay, maybe we haven't been like the way Okay, wait, what the fuck? It's about to get dirty. You got everything. Oh shit. Don't scare me.